Who want a ticket straight to them pearly gates?
So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but 10 hours ago we had a DLC leak that happened on the Tekken subreddit. I posted about it on Twitter and I also made a video on YouTube. I took both of those posts down because the leak is not true. I was already sketchy about it and skeptical whether it's true or not, but we have confirmation from the developers. In this video I'll be breaking down everything, but also talking about another Heihachi leak that I wasn't going to cover, but let's talk about it. So first off, you have this screenshot here that was posted to the Tekken subreddit, and at the time I didn't realize how easy it was to go into, like, I guess YouTube and change the letterings, what the words say, because there was something there. Like if you went to your playlist yourself, it would say unavailable video, and when you click on it, it would show a private video. We now know that that video is the Tekken 8 story so far video, but at the time we didn't know what it was. So that's also what kind of gave this some credibility. But something else I was thinking about too, if they did upload a trailer accidentally, don't a lot of people have notifications on? So wouldn't people, even if you don't see the trailer, wouldn't you still have that notification DLC Season 1 Josie? So I guess that's something to just keep in mind for next time. But this whole discussion around Josie being in Tekken 8, I think at this point is kind of way overblown. Anytime I see anything about Josie DLC or whatever, I'm just going to completely ignore it. Because like I was saying in the video that I took down, it goes all the way back to, it goes all the way back to when Tekken 8 was first being marketed. You have this billboard, which we still don't know who the character is, but on this billboard, I think it's a character that looks like Josie, just going based off the earrings and the necklace, and also the clothing. Some people think it's Anna. Who will it actually be? I don't know. It could be no one. But this was the first time people were talking about Josie being in Tekken 8, because you also got to keep in mind that she is a model in Tekken 7. For Anna, she's not. She's an assassin. So that's why I think if this is going to be a character, it will be Josie. If Anna shows up in Tekken 8, she should be on a path of revenge, because her story with Nina and where everything has gone for her, it should be like straight violence, not billboard model, right? But then in August, a couple of months later, you had the whole roster leak, you had the whole drama with Harada being angry and all that stuff. But there was this screenshot that came out, and in here it said that someone asked him if Josie would be in Tekken 8, and Harada responded, "If you have money." And once again, this was another thing that people put in the pile of like Josie DLC and Tekken 8, right? So in my opinion, I think that's why this was created. In my opinion, it probably would have been better if they chose just a random character like Eddie or something. That would have been way more like shocking. Doing Josie now is like, it's played out at this point. But next time around, if someone's posting a screenshot like this, I'll probably just ignore it, because like I said, I didn't know how easy it was to manipulate it. After this one came out, a lot of people went in for themselves and they edited it and changed it. And you can see here, there's like a Ronald McDonald, a Roger Jr. Basically, people were showing that it's not that hard to do. Now, this thing kind of got out of control pretty rapidly. You know, a lot of people were expecting, well, me personally expecting DLC. Well, I don't know if I would be expecting DLC at the Tekken World Tour now. Maybe they will just announce it later, because they have, I believe, 5 weekly trailers to still get through. If you guys remember the other leak that happened probably like a month ago, I'm not going to say what it is, but I think that could also be there. So Tekken 8 still has some things up its sleeve that they need to get out before DLC. But as for the developers' responses, Michael Murray responded about 2 hours after it first appeared, and I think it's because it was getting out of hand. He says, "I know it's part of the fun, but please don't get worked up over fake screenshots. I don't want people to get upset when it didn't be true." And there was a lot of this. There were some people who were upset, saying, why would they pick a character like Josie when Bruce is way more requested than her? So there was that whole back and forth thing going on. But then also too, there's people who wanted Josie in the game, and if she's not in the game, they're going to be upset. So he was basically trying to calm everyone down. Many hours later, Harada responded and said, "Too many active users for Tekken 7. Now, I'm just making a connection that this is to the leak. He could be talking about something else, but just how random this tweet is, he's probably talking about the Josie situation. Now, another screenshot here. This is a separate thing that happened a couple of days ago, and I wasn't going to talk about it because of how ridiculous it is, but a lot of people believe this to be true, and they want to hear my thoughts on this. Final boss Demon Heihachi is what's shown here. When I look at this, I automatically think it's fake. Once you have an eye for AI, you can completely see it from a mile away. What I would suggest for you guys watching is to look at AI art and get familiar with like how the characters' faces look, how their bodies look, how chaotic the designs are. Like this design for Heihachi is so elaborate and over the top, and they would never do something like this for his design. We know Heihachi to be kind of a traditional Japanese kind of like warrior. He wears garments and clothes, not armor and gold and metal and jewelry. Like it doesn't even fit the aesthetic of Heihachi. And then the hairdo is just wildly insane. On the second screenshot here, when you see the gameplay, this one isn't that bad, but once again, you still could just tell AI art, like period. I don't know, it's just not, this just isn't Heihachi. The thing with AI that's so difficult, even if you tell it to behave like whatever you're trying to imitate, it still just doesn't do that good of a job. So I just want to make this video, update you guys, because I know a lot of people were invested in the Josie DLC leak and also maybe this Heihachi leak, but don't. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and bye bye.